Okay, when I make this noise, it means feed time. And I do it on purpose. It means come to me for food. And so I'm conditioning them that there's food around. So when I start making that noise and feeding, the others pick it up that these come round and they get fed. So I'm just showing you the noise we make. So when I make that noise, they'll come out of their little holes and go, okay then, fine. But they've only just been fed, so look at their little bellies on them, look. So they're not really bothered about food. We still condition these dogs that, that noise means it's feed time. So I'll start feeding them now out here. And these dogs will then come to me with that noise and follow me wherever I go, around the yard, around the field. And so I'm conditioning them from the start. And they'll follow me. Without even knowing it, they'll follow me because I start to condition them. But they're just at the right age now that you can start working like human bonding with them. But they've been with the mother and let the mother do most of the work. And all I've done is got in there and clean them up every day. But now I've started feeding, I've weaned them, and they're on food. Look, we get a bolder one over there, look. That's that little bitch that's sold. Lovely little bitch. And at the end of the day, nice little dog there, look, and that little bitch there, I'm thinking of keeping the black face. So I've built this corner on purpose, like I said, to get that bond with these little chaps for the purpose of each customer, no matter where they're going to go. I want these little pups to be confident. I don't want them to be over boisterous, but I want them to be confident. Now, I'm not going to go to them. I'm going to make them come to me. And they've never had this. I don't want to feed off the floor, I want to feed from the hand. Right, I want to feed from the hand. And I'm not worried if they don't take it. Right? All I want to do is bring them forward and gain that trust with them at this age, because I'm the feeder. I feed them in the kennel, so I'm using the food base at the moment to get them to be with me. Right? And then I'll stop. It won't happen all the time. It'll only happen when I really need to get these dogs to respond to me. Right? Because I don't want to bribe them. I don't want them looking at me for the wrong reasons. That's a beauty, that I'm led on that dog. So see what's happening? I'm using that food base. And they can't really get it at the moment. Look, they couldn't eat all of it, but the smell of it is bringing them into me for food. And then I'll do it again in 5 minutes time. And they can lick my fingers because the taste of the sausage on my fingers is enough for them at the moment. Come in, Harry, just bit me. And I've got the little pups around me. See, it's working already, look. That one loves it. So there you go, that one's had some. And like I say, you always get some of them work it out quicker than others. By squashing it, look. But I don't really want to feed off the floor. I want them to have to come up to my hand. At this point, that's what I'm asking them to do. Feed from my hand. This one's found out how to eat sausage. Some are fast learners, see? This one's worked it out straight away. You don't need a lot of it, just a little tiny bit. You can break it up if you want to. But what we're asking them to do, we're asking them to eat from my hand. This one's a piggy wiggy. Always get a piggy wiggy, don't you? Look at the piggy wiggy following me. Look at it. It's food-based training. Look at it. Look. This is the one you've got to be careful for. Look. And then when they go away, when they come back out again, they'll remember what we did when they were with me, around me. They got the treat. But we only do this until the point that they have gained the confidence to come out. And then they'll follow me. Look at Greedy. Look at Greedy, Greedy, Greedy. So I'm winning this battle, look, within one lesson. Look, this is the first time I've done this, and I'm beginning to condition them already. And they don't need more than sort of 10 minutes. 10 minutes of just being around here, having play, learning that it's not unsafe to be around here, right? And we've been bringing them out of themselves just enough. Funny little thing. So there they are. There's the pups. Just thought I'd show you what we get up to each day. It's going to rain, I think, so they've got to go back inside. We don't want them getting wet. When I wiped them down, it was with a damp sponge. It wasn't a wet sponge, because what I don't want them to do is get wet. At this stage, you don't want young pups to get wet. But it just gets that stickiness off them where they've had their food. And they've been jumping in and out of it this morning. So there's an insight into the pups. And then it's good to put them back in the basket, and they'll all lay in there as well. So, and then you watch in the next couple of weeks, before we sell them, they'll all be following me wherever I go. And I've conditioned them with fun-based training. And that's all it is. It's fun-based. And if you think about it, if everything in life was fun-based, you'd want to do it, wouldn't you? But unfortunately, in life, things aren't fun-based, and we've got to have the negatives for the things that aren't right. But the fun-based is, if you're in school and you're enjoying school, then you want to learn, right? If you're in school and it's boring, or the teachers are unstimulating, and they don't get your attention, then they lack skill as teachers to teach. And a good teacher will have obedience, but will also have control, and it will be fun-based. And it's exactly the same as bringing up pups. There's got to be fun element in it. If there's not a fun element in it, they're not interested in you. And you know, at the end of the day, that's what we want them to be. We want them to be interested. This one here, look, this one who had the food, look, is really, really keen to be with me. Why? Because it's mad for food. Where the others aren't so mad. But if I'd not fed them this morning and only done the treat training, look, he's looking for my hands all the time. He's following the hands, look. And at the end of the day, you can condition them to be robots by following the hands. I don't want to do that. And he would be a fine example of, he would be overstimulated by the treat, right? And I don't want that. I want them to naturally want to be with me, not because they've been bribed or forced to be with me. So that's important. So at the end of the day, gloves come off. Only put them on because of I was cleaning them. They're clean now, and they can touch my fingers, and the touch is important. So when they come in, I touch, but I don't hold. I touch and release. And I'm teaching them that when they come in, right, when they come in, there'll be touch and release. And I'm not holding them up, look. Just touch and release. And look at him, look. Looking for food. This chap here, look. He's looking for food. Little fatty. And their natures are so different, look, as you can see. They're all different. But they change. You know, you can get a bold one now, and then it goes softer and more reserved. It can get in there and have a couple of scraps with play fights, and all of a sudden gets knocked back a bit. They're all finding their feet with play, fighting, dominance. Look at it, look. Right, and that's the difference. We're looking to keep them together as a pack, right, as long as possible. And a good pack-orientated group of pups, I find, are far, far better. Like the science says, it's true. But at the end of the day, if I've had two pups, all you've got to do is you've got to move in and be more of the pack leader and the carer sooner. That's all. Where these lot all playing and fighting. They all feed together, there's no fighting, they all pile in. I've never seen pups fight over food because they're brought up that way. They're not individually fed. When people start to individually feed their dogs, then there is fights if they can get hold of each other's food sometimes. But at the end of the day, I free feed all my dogs at the same time. No one fights because we condition them from the start. And that's the important thing. So,